Okay, so you've been thinking about this move for a while now. Maybe you've been researching Henrico County for months, pulling up listings at night, watching YouTube videos, trying to figure out if this is really the right place for your family. And somewhere in that research, you heard something that gave you pause. Maybe it was a comment about traffic. Maybe someone said the schools aren't that great. Maybe a friend of a friend of a friend told you that it's too expensive to live in Henrico County, or that there's nothing to do out there, and that it's just a bunch of strip malls and chain restaurants and nothing real. And here's what I want to tell you about that before we go any further. Some of what you've heard, well, it's outdated. Some of it is flat out wrong. And some of it is being said by people who have never actually lived here. See, I have. I'm actually living here right now, driving the streets up and down, going to churches, watching communities up close, and I've been helping buyers and sellers navigate this market for years. So when I tell you that there are 5 myths about Henrico County that are genuinely keeping good families from making their move, I'm telling you this because I've watched those myths cost people real time, real money, and real peace about trying to decide where they actually want to make a next move to. So guys, let's deal with this one by one, because you deserve accurate information, not whisper down the lane opinions. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what Henrico County actually is. The real safety picture, the real school story, the real traffic situation, the real lifestyle, and yes, the real cost of housing. Because I want you to be able to make a decision that's going to be based on truth of what's actually happening in Henrico County instead of rumors. Hey friends, I'm Sonali Hutson. I'm a realtor serving buyers and sellers across the full I-64 corridor. I'm talking all the way from Hampton Roads, all the way through Greater Richmond, and of course, Henrico County. And I've been doing this for over a decade. I wrote a book called Home Ownership God's Way because I believe that Christians deserve to make their real estate decisions with clarity, with full information, with honesty, and guys, with the peace of God. And that's exactly what this channel is built to give you. Now, if you're already thinking about making a move to Henrico County and you just want to talk every single day, people just like you reach out to me. They have all kinds of questions. They have all types of moving timelines. And guys, I absolutely love it when you connect. So whether you're 9 days out, 90 days out, 9 years out, you can text me at 757-837-0096. You can also click the link below to get in my calendar. It's a free conversation, but it could actually change everything for you. So let's get into Henrico County. So here's the first myth that I want to dispel. Now, I hear this all the time, especially from people who are relocated outside of the Richmond metro area. See, they've heard that Henrico County isn't safe, that it's a big sprawling suburb with crime that you don't know about until you're already living here. Y'all listen, crime and safety is one of the first things that people always ask me about. But when you're about to make the biggest financial decision of your life, I know that you don't want to get that wrong. So I know that it's super, super important for you. Now, the truth is Henrico County consistently ranks as one of the safest counties in Virginia for its population size. It has its own dedicated police department, its own fire and emergency services, and communities like the West End, Short Pump, and the Wyndham area are routinely cited for their low crime rates and their strong sense of neighborhood community. In Henrico County, people actually take the time to get to know each other. Neighbors look out for each other. And you can take a walk at night and you should not be looking over your shoulders. Let me put it to you this way. I work with Christian families who are specifically looking for a community that matches their values. They want to feel safe. They want their children to feel safe. They want to raise their kids or welcome their grandkids or finally host a Sunday dinner in a home that feels worthy of the people that they love. Now, these families are constantly choosing Henrico County, not in spite of the safety, but because of the safety. The myth of Henrico being unsafe almost always come from one of two places. Either someone confused about Henrico County where it's located with a specific part of the city of Richmond, which is a completely separate jurisdiction, or they're working from data that's 5 to 10 years old. The county has grown and invested enormously in its communities. So don't let old information make your decision about Henrico County for you. Now, myth number 2 genuinely frustrates me because it's cost people a lot of time, and it's that Henrico County public schools are subpar. Now, friends, hear me on this. Henrico County public schools are not subpar. They are good schools, and in some cases, they are exceptional schools. Deep Run High School and Godwin High School are regularly recognized for academic excellence and college readiness. The district has robust gifted programs, specialized magnet options, and strong arts and sciences tracks. These are not marketing claims. This is what the data is continuing to show year after year. Now, do I think every single school in a district of 50,000 students is going to be identical in performance? Y'all, no, of course not. That's true of every large district in the country. But the idea that you need to avoid Henrico because of school quality, that's a myth. And it's one that sent families toward longer commutes, higher price tags, in neighborhoods that were not actually a better fit, all because someone told them that the schools are not good here. So guys, here's what I actually tell my clients. Go look at the specific school zones for the specific neighborhood that you are considering. That's going to make a huge difference for you. Compare that data to current state ratings and make your decision based on actual information for your actual situation, okay? And that's what I'm here to help you do. Now, myth number 3, traffic in Henrico is unbearable. Okay. I'm going to take a real quick pivot because I want to be honest with you. Traffic on I-64 during peak hours between Short Pump and downtown Richmond, y'all, woo, it definitely exists, okay? I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. There's no point in me lying to you. Broad Street at 5:30 on a weekday, honey, you are going to feel the frustration. But here's what's also true. Henrico County has been investing heavily in infrastructure, road improvements, smart signals, alternative corridors, specifically in the higher growth areas like Short Pump and Western Henrico. And the layout of most residential neighborhoods is actually designed so that you're close to the things that you use every day, like your grocery stores, shout out to public schools, your church, your gym, without having to get on a major highway to get there or simply bypassing Broad Street, okay? Now, for my self-employed clients, which is a lot of the people who I serve, flexible schedules take most of the sting out of traffic entirely. And for families who are coming from Hampton Roads, listen, you have already lived through the Hampton Roads traffic, okay? You know what it feels like to be in that tunnel. I-64 toward Richmond is not worse than a Friday afternoon on I-64 toward Virginia Beach. Now, it's different, but it doesn't mean that it's worse. So don't let traffic be the reason you talk yourself out of a community that fits everything else on your list. Know the patterns, know your roots, and factor it in realistically, not catastrophically, okay? Everything is not doom and gloom. Now, myth number 4, and this one makes me laugh a little because it could not be further from my personal experience, okay? And it's that Henrico County doesn't have any character, that it's all chain restaurants and strip malls and there's nothing actually there. Y'all, I live in the Glen Allen area right now, and let me tell you what I found out since we've moved here. Pocahontas State Park is not far from the county, where you have miles of trails and open space that feels nothing like a suburb. There's Deep Run Park, there are farmer markets. Even my church has a farmer market every Saturday. Local coffee shops, community events, neighborhood gatherings. The Short Pump area has incredible dining and retail, yes, but the character of Henrico is not just commercial. It is the neighbors who wave when you pull into your driveway. It's the churches, and there are so many churches representing so many different faith communities that are genuinely the heart of Henrico County. It's the quiet tree-lined streets in Windham and Twin Hickory where kids ride their bikes and people actually sit on their front porches. Listen, me and my mom have been sitting on the porch sipping on our lemonade and tea, okay? So if you're a Christian family looking for the kind of community where you can plant roots, where you can get involved in your community and really feel like you belong, Henrico County is going to give you that. You have to just get past the strip mall on Broad Street or Short Pump Mall and let yourself look a little deeper. Now, myth number 5, that's the one that keep a lot of people from making this move, is that you can't find affordable housing in Henrico County. That all of Henrico County is $700,000 and above, and there's no room for a family who's on a normal budget. Now, here's the real picture. Yes, Western Henrico, Short Pump, the West End, Windham, it is going to run higher. You're looking at $500,000 to $1 million and above in a lot of those communities. Now, new construction on the luxury end actually is going to push well past that, and that's just the facts. It's real. But Henrico County is a big place, y'all, and there are established neighborhoods in the $350,000 price point to $500,000 that still have good schools, easy access to amenities, and the community feel that families are looking for. Now, Eastern Henrico, places like Verina, that's going to offer you land and privacy and genuine value that the western side of the county simply doesn't have at that price point. And new construction across the county is not exclusively luxury new construction. Builders are actively developing communities across a range of price points right now, and I know how to navigate those builder contracts and find the real value in them, okay? Here's the thing, friends, and I say this as someone who helps people just like you buy and sell homes in this market every single day. Your income situation, your equity, and your options are probably different from what you think they are. See, I've watched couples who were convinced they could not make a move to Henrico sit across from me, lay out their full financial picture, and walk away with a plan that they did not even know was possible. You don't know what you don't know. And this, my friends, is what I'm here to help change for you. So there you have it, guys. 5 myths: safety, schools, traffic, lifestyle, and housing costs, and the honest truth behind every single one of these myths. Here's the bottom line, guys. Henrico County is not perfect. Nowhere is. But it's genuinely a good place to live, raise a family, build community, and possess the land that God has for you in this next season of your life. The myths are not based on current reality, and letting them make your decision for you would honestly be a huge mistake. So if you're ready to stop researching and scrolling all night and really start having a real conversation about what a move to Henrico County or the Greater Richmond area or Hampton Roads looks like for your family, you can text me at 757-837-0096. You'll find everything you need to get in touch with me in the description below. I would love to be your guide to help you in the next journey of this life. Guys, I work with people all across the nation. So even if you're not moving to Virginia, but you want me to connect you with a trusted agent out in your local area, all you have to do is get in touch. I love making connections. I feel like I'm that person called to be the bridge to connect you with where you are to where you're looking to go. And I connect people from California and Florida and New York and New Jersey and all across these beautiful United States, even if they're not relocating to Hampton Roads or to the Greater Richmond area. So again, all you have to do is get in touch. 757-837-0096. Thank you so much for watching my channel, friends. Your support absolutely means the world to me, and I will see you in the next video. God bless you.